Negotiate with agitators. Just go. Improvise something. Okay.
The High Chancellor retaliated with acts of kindness. He reached out to the agitators, but was rebuked by... Will you stop?
I can't.
What? I can't stop being mean. I have music in my heart, poetry in my soul, and I can't turn it off.
What are you doing? You're going to get us killed.
How can they kill us? We're already dead. They took our life when they stole our arts. I can't spend another minute pretending, lying about who I am, what I do.
Are you insane?
Is this sanity or insanity? Who is a death in obscurity? A death that might bring calumnies, my
Serpents! Liars! Degenerates!
Well, it's interesting to see the culmination of our students' work, our referring to the Columbia City Youth Theater Group, formerly known as Orchid K8 Drama Club, looking at and just the totality of what we have accomplished in 3 years, especially with this group. It's pretty amazing. The fact that we were able to put on Karaoke Kevin, to do 4 shows for that, to do 4 shows for Ghostbusters, to do 4 shows for Defiance, plus a film festival, plus to take them down to LA to work with professional actors. It's mind-boggling to see what we did with basically nothing, and it's like looking back at how in the world did we manage this and do this. Just volunteers from parents to students who just wanted it, who believed in it, and who wanted to become, to use their gifts and explore what they can do and to manage with that in their communities. And I think just looking back into like the 6th grade year, for a majority of the students who are now leaving, looking at Karaoke Kevin and what took place, it was pretty funny, pretty frustrating, pretty daunting. It began with after we just did this huge Star Wars play. We had, the momentum should have been there, but it was starting from scratch, and we lost funding from the year before, so we had nothing, and we had 6 students who were sitting by, or who came into the first practice, and it was Simone. Ruby was there, but she wasn't in our theater program. Lauren. And there were a couple other folks I can't remember. I'm sorry about that, but I just remember it was a small group, very small group. It was an intimate group.
You can't do that. No way. We have to rehearse for the Children's Hospital Magical Weekend.
And that's why I'm going to stop you!
There was a lot that went wrong with Karaoke Kevin. It was people not showing for rehearsal. It was rehearsals. Each rehearsal was extremely chaotic. We're looking from one of the students who they'd be up next and they would just like disappear. We'd have, we have people overacting. No one knew their stuff. The only person that knew their stuff was Stella. But you saw the potential and everything. I remember when they went up, when they went on stage. It was hard. It was hard to watch. And in the rehearsals, you'd always know these guys are gonna mess it up. It was a hard, stressful year because it seemed like nobody listened.
You stole my napkins! I have the SP. And free hugs!
But we had some more coming from the soccer, so Lily and Heidi said we're going to send our group pretty soon. So just make sure that you have a script ready for about 10 to 12 more anxious young ladies. And they came, and they brought some great energy, great love for the craft of theater. It came with some nonsense and silliness from a bunch of them, and it slowed our progress down. It was frustrating, one, because you had no funding, and then you had two, you were creating and curating a new culture for the new wave of what to be expected, and they had talent. They had great talent. I can see that from day one, day three, but oh boy, their focus were like goldfish, or they get to the little bowl and they see you sprinkle food, and then they forget that you ever gave them food and just start swimming around, riding on people, playing around, goofing off. And I was patient because I knew that eventually, like a young pup, they're going to mature into something that is going to be powerful and commendable for the community. And they did. By their senior year, they were awesome. But it was a slow progression. Doug was extremely frustrated at times. We had to actually have a come to Jesus with this group, and to sit down after that. We had like a 4-hour, 5-hour practice, and we're gonna just knock everything out. And then we got like 2 pages done. That's the writing incident. I'm not gonna say anybody's name, but you know who I'm talking to. You know exactly who I'm talking to. So there were many. I felt that was a wasted opportunity to really just nail down what we needed to nail down, and we didn't. And so we had a real hard discussion. I said, hey, we don't have to do this play. We don't need to do it. But this group is just persistent. They understood that, yes, we messed up, we wasted our time, we need to get it back together. And they did. They got it back together, and the play was... I enjoyed the play. I mean, the music, we were dancing and singing, but there were mistakes made, of course. But I understood, and I was looking at the big picture, long-term picture, that these guys have to be okay, bad to mediocre in order to be great.